How's it going, you sexy beasts? Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a game that's going to be coming out here on April 2nd, which is just a little ways away. It's called Defiance. It's going to be developed by Tryon Worlds, the people who brought you Rift, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's still in development, but mainly Rift. This game is going to be a third-person shooter. It's got a mix of MMO, massively multiplayer online, and RPG elements, role-playing game, all tied together while being a nice blend of an action third-person shooter. So, when you first start up the game, there was a beta that happened, I believe, this past weekend. That's where I have this video footage from. This is going to be the very first dungeon, if that's what you want to call it, called Island of Lost Soldiers. I just got a couple of friends, we queued up for it, went into this place, and just wrecked it. Took us about 30 minutes. It was kind of impressive. But back to the game. If you've ever played a third-person shooter, the best I can compare this to would be Global Agenda, developed by Hi-Rez Studios, or a good comparison would be to Borderlands. I'm sure everybody knows Gearbox. That would be the closest resemblance I could give this game to other games, because this is a third-person shooter, a la Global Agenda, with the same kind of class/gear aspects of Borderlands. So first off, you got the selection of two classes. I believe it's the Arathians and the humans. Arathians look very similar to humans, and either or, there's no racials, just depends on which preference you have. And then you get to choose your loadout of your starter weapon, which I believe would range from assault rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, pistols, SMGs, whatever you want. But there's not really a class system in place. There's leveling up of weapons, just like the very first Borderlands. The more you use a gun, the better you get with it, but you can also always swap out guns at any time. And there's also mods you can get for your weapons to make those better. There's currently 4 abilities in the game, which further defines your so-called class. Just depends on how you want to play. There's Decoy, which when you activate it, you only get to choose one ability when you're in the tutorial. So I believe the other 3 would come eventually, or we just never get access to them. But you have Decoy, where you throw out a decoy, all the guys get attracted to it. You got Blur, you run faster and punch harder, I guess. You have this cloaking thing, and then Overload, which gives you more damage. So a little bit of background on the game itself. Since it is going to be a third-person shooter, it's set in a world that is going to be tied together with a television show. Defiance is going to be running on Sci-Fi, I believe, 2 weeks after the game comes out. I believe that's right. I'm probably just totally messing it up. But the game is going to be coming out on the 2nd, and I believe they're going to be tied together where one will influence the other, and the other will influence the former. So if you kill a big boss in the game, I want to say that boss will be killed in the movie, or the TV show rather. But either way, the TV show is going to be a science fictional type thing where aliens have been scattered from their homeworlds, and the only place they found refuge was Earth to hide from whatever was fucking them up. And now with all these aliens coming here, it's terraformed the planet, and everybody's got to come together to fight off everything else that's causing life to be crappy. So there's a bunch of other side factions, such as the 99ers and the Hellbugs, and I'm not going to spoil too much, since that is both gameplay and TV show. But as it'll stand, it's going to be the same premise or the same business model as Guild Wars has been. You do the initial purchase of the game, there's no subscription fee, and then you can just buy other additional content as you will, or there's also going to be, there would either be a DLC, which I believe will have a season pass, which we've grown accustomed to with all these other previous games that have been coming out. There's also going to be a cash shop where you can get some additional awesome cosmetics or vehicles, but I don't believe you can buy power, so there's that. Thumbs up, everybody. Good on you, Tryon. But if you have played Rift, then I would highly suggest giving Defiance a shot. There's a lot of elements from Rift that are in Defiance, as you can see. There's some things called arc falls, which are very akin to rifts in Rift. where a whole bunch of mobs and stuff spawn, and you kill them, and then a big boss comes out, you kill them, and then you get a whole bunch of loot. It's really freaking awesome and stuff. And then these dungeons as well, I really appreciate the fact that there is no Holy Trinity in this game. There are a weapon set called BMGs, which I believe is biometric guns, I guess, which can heal and damage units, and you can link heals and link damage as well. So if your teammates are getting hit, there's your healer. There's not really any tank or anything. I guess you could use decoy, but I really appreciate how it's more based on action and actually aiming and shooting and like getting headshots and stuff, as opposed to just lock onto your target and then just roll your face on your keyboard and you win the game. So if you guys do kind of think this game looks interesting, I will do some more coverage on it. I do plan on playing the living crap out of this. But I just wanted to give like a little rundown on what the game is. It is available for pre-order on Steam. It's $60. We still got to get those awesome pre-order rewards if the game does look interesting to you. Like I said before, there's no subscription fees, and it looks pretty sweet. Played the beta recently. I'm sure I already said that, but it was really enjoyable. It was actually kind of refreshing to have a third-person shooter that's actually like open world instead of everything being instanced, aside from this particular footage that I believe you're watching. But that's all I got for now. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content on this game, please go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. Or if you have any questions about the game, let me know, if that will decide if you're going to purchase it, or if you just want to say that bananas look crazy. So I will see you guys next time, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe, because it is free.